Today's chicken soup for the pet lover's soul is titled The Legacy. Today's chicken soup for the soul is sent in by a veterinarian named Jeff Werber. When I was growing up, we always had boxers. One time my dad, who was a macho kind of guy, fell in love with a magnificent black and tan Doberman who had just come from the show circuit. Dad had to have this beautiful animal, so he purchased him and brought him home. His name was Baron. He was a young, non-neutered male, about 11 months old. Having been raised for the show ring, Baron had no experience with children. I was 5 at the time, the second of 4 kids. Like most homes with young children, there was usually a lot of noise and activity at our house. My parents figured since Baron was relatively young, he would adapt quickly to his new life. One day, not long after Dad brought Baron home, I came running inside the house, all bundled up from playing in the snow. Not seeing Baron sleeping on the floor, I accidentally stepped on him. Dobermans are highly reactive dogs. This is one of the reasons they make such good guard and police dogs. But in this circumstance, it spelled disaster. Baron leaped up and in his fright grabbed me by the face. His top teeth penetrated my left cheek and my upper lip, just below my nose, while his bottom teeth tore right through my chin. My parents rushed me to the emergency room, where I had immediate reconstructive surgery. When they brought me home, all stitched and bandaged, they put me straight to bed. When Dad came up to check on me a little while later, he stopped in the doorway to my room, startled by the scene in front of him. Baron had crept into my room. The dog had nudged my elbow with his nose, and by continuing his nudging, had managed to work his head under my arm so that my arm lay across his shoulders. He rested his great black head on my sleeping chest and sat there, still as a statue. Watching and guarding, he conducted a vigil of apology and love. My father said that Baron never moved, but held the same position through the long hours of the night. Amazingly enough, I have no physical disfigurement from my encounter with Baron, and no lasting fear of dogs, as so often happens in these cases. When I think of Baron, I hardly remember his fierceness. Instead, I recall the weight of his head on my chest, and the concern in his expressive eyes. I had talked about wanting to be a veterinarian even before this incident, and my love for animals actually grew stronger after experiencing Baron's true display of sorrow. Even now, I still chuckle a little inside every time I treat a Dobie. Baron's story has become a family legend. My mom rescued an adult Dobie and kept him until he died. Of course, she named him Baron. My younger sister has 2 Dobermans, and yes, one is named Baron. Baron was a great dog in the wrong situation. We found him a home where there were no children, and he lived the rest of his life there, happy and loved. The Legacy of Baron. Chicken soup for the pet lover's soul.